third down conversion on this opening drive that's already over 6.5 minutes in length.
Surgical. Just they attack you vertically, horizontally. They attack you in the middle, on the outside. They create angles, leverage. This is a complete football team.
You just defensively don't know where to go. I mean, they beat you with the run. The line dominates. They got the outside game with Goff and that fleet of receivers. He's 5 of 5, by the way, on this first possession.
They're controlling the line of scrimmage right now. Chicago's going to have to bring more people in there.
Montgomery on the short side. And he's out at about the 12. The Bears have allowed only one opening drive touchdown in the last 20 games, but yeah, that's definitely in danger of giving up one here as the Lions keep figuring it out.
Well, it's kind of like we talk about, if you're going to go ahead and try and slow down the run, you have to play single high, man-to-man most of the time out there with all the motions and movement and shifts. It's hard because someone's going to all of a sudden be like, wait, what gap am I fitting? And you just got to line up and play and hope that your D-line holds on in the middle.
2nd and 9. We saw Williams on the bench, wondering if he's going to take the field for the first down 7. As Goff looks to the end zone, and the ball's almost intercepted right through the hands of Kyler Gordon.
Well, this is a huge matchup. Two big-time players right here. Gordon, who really has a knack for the ball, right there, runs the route for St. Brown, and Goff fortunate this doesn't go the other way. And another man-to-man route, and you're going to have to live like that if you're Chicago.
We try to go to St. Brown, who since the start of the 22 season has the most red zone touchdown catches in the league. A little surprising given his size, and it's not someone like Travis Kelce. Here's a 3rd and 9 with Gibbs in empty backfield, looking, throwing, and it's too steep for Patrick as Sweat was putting pressure on the quarterback. And now we'll see a field goal attempt for Bates and the Lions.
Well, I want you to watch Goff go back. And right here, at this point, you've got a ton of defenders inside. And Goff has to fit it in there. And that's where they throw a lot of these routes. In breakers, stuff that gets developing quickly. And that's where Chicago really eats it up. They put 2 spy defenders in there and put them back deeper.
One of the great stories in the league this year, how this guy emerged and made an NFL roster. Jake Bates from 30 yards, and now a perfect 17 of 17 on the season.
That's a win and a win for both teams, really. Detroit
made famous on this very holiday. 20 years he called the Thanksgiving Day game, either here or in Dallas. And Bates now to kick it. If you were waiting for the first break in action to take the turkey out of the oven, I hope the Lions, with that 8-minute drive, didn't cause the bird to get a little overcooked. That was a long drive. Hey, a reminder coming up at halftime, country music's hottest rising star, the Grammy-nominated Shabuzi, is going to headline the Thanksgiving halftime show, powered by Verizon, right here on CBS.
I know you're excited for that one.
Oh, yeah. He is on fire right now.
Yep.
Our crew met with him yesterday. He was just terrific. Recently nominated for 6 Grammy Awards. We'll see him at halftime. First snap for the Bears, and this place is rocking. Williams lost his footing for a second, then resets and dumps it off to Swift for a pickup of about 6. Well, he's already, talking about Caleb, set the Bears rookie quarterback record for passing yards. And if he gets 1 touchdown today, he'll set the Bears rookie mark for most touchdown passes. We got the 2 quarterbacks, both former #1 overall selections. Goff back in 2016 with the Rams. Caleb, who was drafted right here in Detroit. It's where they held the draft this year. Back in Detroit for the first time since that occasion.
He changed the play, and then he's reverting it back.
2nd and 4. Better hurry.
Did it.
Swift. And that was never going to work out. Loss of 1, and Pascal was on him quickly.
Well, this is what happens when you have a ton of communication on the road. The quarterback's changing the play. And then we're going to get one player who doesn't get all that communication. And David Long firing right through, and you'll see an aggressive attacking style of defense here by Aaron Glenn. They fly around and they want to impose their will on you.
On 3rd and 5, Williams lofts it down the sideline. A collision, and Moore is hurt. He is laid out by Joseph on the incompletion.
That's the free safety. Joseph in the middle of the field. Great range. Moore doesn't see him coming right there, and fortunate to get up now. And that was a perfectly thrown ball, but he threw it a little bit too late. The ball needs to get up right now in a back shoulder.
Joseph came in, was making a play on what would have been his 8th pick of the year. What a pair of safeties this Lions defense has. Is now Taylor boots it away to Mo Alexander. Slips through his hands of little Kevin Zeitler, Panay Sewell. 1st and 10 as Goff goes down the middle of the field, and Williams, did he have a football move for a catch? If it was caught, it's Stevenson with the recovery for Chicago. He was really whacked by Jonathan Owens, and they're trying to decide if it was a completion or not.
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete pass, they say. The Lions haven't lost a fumble at home since last Thanksgiving, but nearly had one here. Let's bring Gene Steratore in. Gene, what do you see?
You know, Jimmy, I think it's a good call. Before that 3rd step hits the ground, the ball gets dislodged, and I think it's a good call of incomplete on the field.
Yep, and that's a core play. Play action, guys breaking into the middle of the field. And like I talked about, Chicago actually defends that very well.
Please reset the game clock to 5:23. 5:23 on the game clock.
It was quite a hit by Jonathan Owens, but it's an incompletion. We saw the offensive line. Oh, hold on a minute here. Matt Eberflus says, I want to have that reviewed. Eberflus is going to challenge it.
Chicago is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. Timeout.
Second-year referee Alan Eck denied. Incompletion. Holds up. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. And they go to Gibbs. His first touch. Gibbs shifting and taking off near a 1st down. Running behind the left tackle Dan Skipper, who starts today as Decker is out with a knee injury. And there's Skipper getting the nod today. And Gene, just to clean up that incompletion. Can't blame Matt for trying because they had recovered it had it been a catch. Could have been an early turning point.
And you know, we've looked at these steps, right? And that 3rd step is so close. I thought it was a good challenge too, but a good ruling to stay incomplete.
3rd and 2. They marked him out a little farther away from the chains than it looked like at first glance. 3rd and 2, and it's pulled down by St. Brown for the big gain.
This is just that creativity. This is a route you will not see in the NFL. You're going to have a mesh, so you're going to go this way. Normally you keep going, but then he's going to come around almost like a natural pick. Look at that. Instead of running a sail route where you go up and run out at 15, 17 yards, you run a shallow cross, use the leverage of your wide receiver and go around him like it's a pull. Wow.
29 yards. Amon-Ra told us yesterday, I feel like if I can touch the football on a pass play, I'm going to catch it. Here's Williams. He's decked after a gain of about 3 by TJ Edwards.
And that route he ran, I mean, you have to have perfect timing to execute that play, and you have to be a great route runner and have the ability to change direction quickly, because that's a long developing play. And wow, it's just so hard to go against this football team, and this offense is loaded everywhere.
2nd and 7.
Kill! 53! 180! We set!
Back they go to Gibbs. Finds a little crease and takes advantage. All the way down to the 31. And St. Brown, who had the big 29-yard catch a couple plays ago, threw a big block to help Gibbs get all the way down to the 31.
I want you to watch Sewell, he's just going to create a lane. You're going to run right behind him, 58. He displaces the D-line over and over again. And then one of the areas you can see how tough and physical a football team is, if corners tackle and wide receivers block. And this team, they've got tough and physical players at every skill position.
You saw it right there. With St. Brown helping free him.
Complete football players.
First down. Gibbs. 2 yards. They've now run it. They've actually had 20 plays they've run so far, while the Bears have been on the field for only 3 snaps.
That's what makes it difficult, because they possess the ball, they have the ability to create chunk plays, and they can just load up in the middle and just push you around. I mean, they impose their will on you over and over again, even when they're tying their shoe like they are.
Yeah.
It's still scary.
That offensive line, as Ragnow gets it done in time. A combined weight of 1,610 pounds. We just saw him on the grading.
That's almost a ton.
That's almost. It's going to be, I'll tell you what it is. It's a lot of turkey and stuffing after the game. 2nd and 8, and the play clock expires, but first there was a timeout called from the sideline.
And those are disappointing when you're on offense.
First charge timeout.
Just because you're at home.
Detroit,
Shouldn't happen.
30-second timeout.
We're back in.
Exactly right. Right now, you just got to win the third down plays and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and 8. Handoff. Gibbs. Back into the red zone they go, as he is able to take a couple of Bears with him to the 17. 14-yard run by Gibbs. Boy, can he bring a spark anytime he touches it.
Watch this double team. So that's 2 guys are going to go against one Bear defender and push, and they're going to move him out of there. That's where the ball is going to end up going right back to. It's not easy to make a defensive lineman in the NFL go back 5 yards, but you can see consistently where the ball ends up, right behind that great right tackle, who also can throw a ball.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen it yet, but I doubt we're going to see it a second time. Montgomery comes back in and dives ahead for 4 more. They've got now 75 yards rushing in this opening quarter.
And this Bear team usually does a pretty good job at setting the edge and being a one-gap system where everyone knows the responsibility. But right now they look like they're a little confused, and it's easy to do when you got men pushing you around.
Back to Gibbs in the backfield, 2nd and 7. Last minute of the first quarter. Gibbs hurdles ahead and again sets him up at the 3-yard line.
The run ends up coming right back behind Sewell again. Just watch. You're going to see this whole side. You're going to end up cutting back, and it's a great cut block by Laporta there, getting the backside end on the ground, and that just creates an even bigger hole, and this just looks too easy right now.
How about Gibbs? On this drive, he's got 5 carries for 52 yards.
Yeah, this 1-2 punch. These 2 backs, outstanding at each phase, and Gibbs, the home.
Bây giờ mình sẽ bây giờ xì xò có cho bạn đánh đấy thì em bây giờ xì xò lên không biết người dân soạn cái nhiều mình nói bây giờ gì để không có cái dao làm đó và cái từ để cảm ngay cái bài tự nhiên đó đâu mình phải sao
tao đang đi tác nghiệp đây, không thấy à? Tao đang đi tác nghiệp đây nè, tao đang đi tác nghiệp đây.